Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I will be the DM of this adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
Yo, what's up? I'm Dylan. I play Seltra, the Drow Artificer.
Hello, my name is Darren, and I play Lord Knows Now. My character's been co-opted.
I was very confused by that. Hello, my name is Brittany, and I'll be playing Laurel, the half-elf paladin.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I play Blautz, the ranger.
Do you not know what race Blautz is?
I think so.
What race is he?
Human.
There you go. All right, James, take it away.
Oh, my name is James, and I play Laurel, the fuzzy werewolf kid.
Fuzzy.
I was like, go on.
Wait. Okay,
Paladin.
guys.
Ish.
Wait, what class is she?
Paladin-ish.
There you go. I'm gonna pop quiz you guys on who you are. So, I was listening back while editing, and I laughed, and Brittany said, "Oh no, you laughed," and that actually got me thinking. I used to play D&D with a guy a long time ago, and he had this kind of tick when he was reading a monster's abilities, and he would go, "Ooh," and that's what he would do when there was something really bad. He would just go, "Ooh," or like if he would be rolling behind the screen, he'd go, "Ooh," and I mean, I don't know why he did it, but every time he did, all of us were like, "Oh fuck." And so that kind of got me thinking, so what do you guys, if you have had DMs that have kind of ticks that every time they make a noise or do something, you know it's something bad? Now, I know a lot of DMs will be like, "Oh, you're about to die." But, you know, outside of straight up saying it, have you ever noticed like certain ticks that DMs have that make you go, "Ah, fuck"?
Yeah, when you laugh.
Yeah, for real.
Or,
I
or when you go, "Are you sure?"
Oh, yeah, okay. That's a hint. That's different.
Because then I am not sure anymore, and I was pretty confident. Kind of
like to
confident
think-
in what I was doing.
I thought I laughed pretty often, but I guess not.
So it just depends on the context. Like, if we're in combat and you laugh, that's not always a good thing.
it's never a good thing.
Oh, let's do a good imitation of it. Oh.
Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
God, is that really what I sound like?
Kind of.
No, I'm just bad at it.
It's just like the glee to
It
it.
sounded so evil when he did it.
Well, I hate
Oh,
to break it to you, bud.
all right. I gotta put my teddy bear costume away.
Titty bear.
Teddy.
There's something actually called the
I
titty bear,
prefer
but
the
we're not gonna
previous
get into that.
version.
I also heard.
I also prefer the previous version.
All right, fine. I have a titty bear costume, but that's different.
Congratulations.
I get tips in that one.
No, it just protects you like from the seatbelt chafing on your. No, it's an actual product. I don't even know if it's still around, but it is called the titty bear. It's a little teddy
Oh
bear that
God.
yeah, no, just look it up. It it goes on your seatbelt. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It's
So-
a real thing. You can buy it.
Okay, aside from me laughing or saying, "Are you sure?" I'm actually, Brittany, Darren has DM'd for you, a couple of times.
Yeah.
Does he have any ticks that when he does it, you're like, "Oh shit"?
Sometimes when he gets too quiet,
Oh.
I know that he's either calculating an absurdly high number for something, or when he gets a little quiet and it kind of quietly says, "Okay," like in this bit of a like, "Okay, that's what you want to do," and I'm like, "Oh no, this is a bad decision." he'll
Damn.
do that, and I'm like, "Oh, guys, I think we made a bad call."
Okay.
I like to think I have no nervous ticks. I have no ticks that make people nervous. That's not true.
Yeah.
The okay is definitely.
Yeah, he'll just, like I said, he'll get just a little bit quiet and he'll go, "Okay," and then he'll.
That's really sad when you can say "okay" and people don't like it.
What makes it bad is generally it doesn't come with a laugh. It's generally a pause, like he's just like, "Are you serious?" And then he'll be okay, and then he gets quiet again, like he's tallying up that very large number. Heaven help you if it's in succession in either order, and you're like, "Well, we're screwed, guys. We might as well just sit here and start working on our new character sheets."
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, you're pretty much like, "Well, it's nice knowing you guys."
James, you played with the same guy for like frickin' 20 years.
Closer to 30, but yeah. Anytime he gets this shit-eating grin, like, it's a very specific look. It's like he's looking at one step in front of you, and you're going, "Oh fuck, it's trapped." It's just instantaneous shit-eating grin. You know you done fucked up. It's over.
It's hard not to metagame sometimes in shit like that. Like, you see that smile and you want to stop, but you're like, I can't. Character doesn't know about it. Fuck. Darren, what about Brittany? Does she have any tics?
What does Brittany do that makes me nervous when I'm... Oh?
I'm very chaotic. I'd be surprised if I did have some sort of tick.
Nothing that makes me nervous, but I do know that, that makes me too nervous. But she does tend to have, when something happens and she gets flustered at the ability, it's probably a bad one because there's a lot of reading she has to do, and now we have to figure out if we're gonna die or not.
I can agree to that.
It's a slow waiting game to see if we are going to die because she's like, "Oh crap," and then starts to read.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess I do that. I'm just like, this is a lot of reading. Uh-oh.
Sometimes her voice will get just a tad bit higher when she gets a little more stressed out too. When she thinks she's about to kill a character.
Aw.
I don't want to. I don't ever want to.
Ooh, that one
Especially
right
after.
Brittany, don't ever be sorry about killing someone's character.
Oh man.
I haven't been, and I've only killed people's characters.
Yeah. No.
Nah. Wait, somebody lived that one time.
It's always just one.
I can't remember what it was though.
It's never like technically a TPK. It's always just one person that's left standing, and they're just confused and they don't know what to do.
It was Maisie.
And then she killed herself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Poor girl.
That one
Dylan?
was fun.
Huh?
Have you? Whose ticks have you noticed?
Todd, you like to say "ooh" when you read a stat sheet, and it's like, oh, that's gonna be 786 d6 points of bludgeoning damage.
There's a lot of
Or-
times if it takes me too long, I just fucking give up. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, or you'll go ooh if we fail a check that we probably should not have failed.
Yeah.
Like
Or
we could not
or
afford
we
to fail. And you'd be
think
like,
we passed with a high
Yeah,
enough
uh-oh.
roll. And you're like, ooh.
I'm like, ugh, well, okay, it's gonna.
Sadly, I've done that enough to where I have examples in my head, and I'm like, I do that. My bad. But ooh, that's rough. Well,
Or you get really excited when you see a number that's like, you know, high enough to actually hurt.
that is why LFD and Genielle exist, so I can use those stat blocks on those guys. It's fine. Can come right back. Although we haven't seen Randall in a while.
Randall is safe.
Damn it.
I have no other DMs to really reference here, because,
Yeah, you're usually the DM.
yeah.
I will say, Dylan, I know that you just laugh monthly, and you have no shame in it at all. Like,
I did hit them with a 8-foot-tall rainbow rutabagas, so that was fun.
yeah, I was playing with you one time, and you grappled somebody, and then you just started laughing. You were like, "You're gonna die," and I was like, "Oh." I guess. Dylan, I love you. You're
I have
fucking
no
hilarious.
shame in what I do. If I kill a player character, it's funny to me.
I mean, it's a character. I would be sad if Genielle died forever, but that's about it. I was trying to think, who over here would I be sad about? Nobody. Fuck you all. You fuck them up
And
already.
you kind of have to have that detachment as a DM. If you overcrowded your players, they run all over the fucking place.
I would love to target Mavari more, because twin spelling haste and all that is not cool, bro.
Mavari knows how to stay back though.
I know
Really
that
good at
son of a
staying out
bitch.
the way.
I have like an army of bodyguards. It's really hard to get to me.
Yeah, she really does. That's why I said you could definitely, like, you know, if we were evil, you'd definitely be like the freaking leader of the whole entire group. Like, we can't.
Not to mention, she runs for the trees at every engagement.
As she should.
Yeah, Becca, that drow, that I found a connection there I didn't know was there. Like, she embodied that motherfucker. It was the best thing ever.
That whole cast of Drow was fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to seem like a downer, but
Let's go. My name is Becca, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
hey there, it's me again. Here is some shit that happened recently. The party left the Maklosos forest with a mission from Phoebe to align the Spartans with the Titans. The party took a detour after a dark elf twisted into a demon, kidnapped Seltra, and sent him to another plane by accident, trying to send him home. The party found Seltra, and after a long and brutal fight, the party was able to overcome demons and dark elves in order to be able to leave Athens with Seltra. The party headed to Delphi with a cart that no longer functions automatically, so Laurel, Geniel, Blautz, and LFD all chipped in towing. On the way there, they stopped in the rod of some security, where Aela showed the party her family home, a one-bedroom cottage made of wood, and a giant tortoise outside, a single cooking pot that Tyr made use of, and unreadable letters. The party woke up the next morning to find Aela was gone, and presumably, she was sent back to work for her dad, like she often talked about. The party made it to Delphi, did some shopping, and left the cart there, and headed across the Gulf of Corinth to Varotia in the same boat that Charist had previously rowed in. The party revisited the watchtower basement, where they had previously met a wine vineyard owner, and found all the previous residents dead of a mysterious cause, and the vintner was gone. That's a new word I learned. As a wine vineyard owner, a vintner. I didn't know that. So, fun fact for you there. After passing through Varotia, leaving behind the wine vineyard owner's home that he told them about, the party made their way over a mountain that previously was a nemesis to the party. Blautz offered Geniel to Mavari, but in her stubborn assness, declined, and was absolutely fine. Seltra, however, had a few issues, and Laurel broke out the magical griffin. The large, beastly bird might or might not have been the cause of an attack. The party was set on by a devil construct that was pieced together by many different devils and brought to life by some kind of magic. One of the most creepy parts of this thing was a human face that seemed conscious and implanted on the roof of the construct's mouth. Mavari, through many checks and a steady hand while the others rested, was able to determine that many parts of this creature could be reused. At the very tail end of the sesh, Seltra tried his hand at crafting a jewel out of a devil's eye. This item was tagged as a master crafted item, which means it was hard as fuck. Seltra was unfortunately not able to do it, but did very well, and with some time and practice might be able to pull it off. Unfortunately, Seltra sits on 2 levels of exhaustion with this effort. Seltra can cast spells, Seltra can get his spells back with a trance, but to recover exhaustion has to be 8 hours of doing fuck all. He can read, talk, eat, or sit and shit. So the party can spend all 12 hours in the rod so that Seltra can trance, and then get a late start to the day. And as long as nothing happens in the first bit of the day, then he will recover 1 level of exhaustion. But you guys wake up in the next morning. I'm going to assume that Seltra has started his trance, And actually, Sutra would probably need to tell somebody like Mavari not to pop them out so that he can do his trance. You can do that, Sutra. You can take the chance and just be like, hopefully she doesn't make us leave.
Yeah, I'll let her know.
All right. So you guys will be spending an extra 4 hours than you usually do in the rod, and you'll be setting off around 9 a.m. Or actually, you'll get kicked out around 9 a.m. and you can set off whenever you want. But so you got 4 extra hours in the rod while Seltra is trancing. Is there anything you want to do?
Seltra's sleeping, so I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, Blautz would be pretty easy to identify as just working on shit.
Oh, what's he working on?
He's carving some of the bone marrow he has. He has various dinosaur pieces.
What's he carving him into?
Fuck if he knows.
So he's
What
just
the fuck?
whittling bone.
Yeah, just
No.
yeah, whittling bone. No.
He's keeping them extra sharp, you know?
I see.
He's the whittling man.
Bizarre.
All right. So I'm gonna assume you guys are doing nothing and just waiting, eating, sitting around, maybe reading, or sharpening bone marrow. Because why not?
Exactly. Why not?
All right.
Research.
Yeah, I figured.
So much freaking research.
So 9 a.m. comes around, and you were all kicked out. Whether you were in separate rooms or not, you appear directly where you entered the rod. You are greeted by pretty bright sunlight. Not much shade, lots of grass.
Are we
If
ready
it's
to
bright.
go? My feet hurt, but let's get this party
Yeah.
started.
Oh, for
Yeah.
having a potty?
No, yeah, it's a walking party.
Let's go. Woo!
I
So,
missed the cart.
I do too.
yeah, that's actually going to be a bit of an issue with Seltra. So, can Seltra borrow a mount? Why you
I
guys are
mean-
dicks?
Well, I was seeing if anybody else was going to say anything before I said the dragon.
We only have what, one mount? Technically?
Laurel can summon a steed.
I thought, well, right, the cart's not there anymore, so I thought we were operating under the assumption that, yeah, the cart's not there anymore. I was operating under the assumption that we had the cart the whole time. Man, I missed that thing. Seltra, would you like a, I can get you a horse.
That sounds like fun. I've never ridden a horse before.
Oh, shit.
Sort of stare at you, and I'm like, you haven't?
I didn't know what a horse was, Laura.
I showed you Mitten. I never taught you how to ride.
No.
It's kind of like this long stare. And then, like, I immediately summon a horse.
I just
because
found out
we're
what a
not,
horse was like 2 months ago.
Because we're no longer like hauling anything. I'm not summoning the draft horse. I'm summoning a horse that looks quite
A Shetland
similar.
pony.
No.
I would summon the draft horse, because then he could just ride bitch.
Oh.
What? What did you call the horse?
No,
I didn't
right.
call the horse a bitch, I called Seltra the bitch.
Like
Yeah.
Laurel's drives.
Yeah. He gets to be a passenger princess.
The prettiest girl in Honduras.
This looks like your usual quarter horse. Like, you know, like it's reliable. I'm talking about a Honda Civic, sturdy, reliable.
This bad boy can fit so many Cheetos in it.
Exactly. Then I'm going to you know, like pat the side of its neck, and I'm like, all right, Seltra,
Uh-oh.
hop on.
And Seltra's gonna flop on the side. Just like drape himself like a blanket or a saddle over the horse. Just...
Like, no, you wanna like help you like get on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Now you're gonna have to balance yourself while you're up there. But I mean, we should just be walking. Hopefully. Hopefully, we'll just be walking. But you'll get used to it. You'll learn how to balance yourself while we're on the road.
while
Come
they're
up.
waltzing.
Mavari's gonna walk over to Blautz and be like, "How long do you think it'll take before he falls off the horse?"
It doesn't have a saddle.
I think it does have a saddle.
Does it have a saddle?
It should have a saddle. It
Oh,
with a
shit.
saddle. I believe
It comes with a saddle.
I believe
Okay.
it comes with a saddle.
I give it a few hours.
All right,
Damn,
a
that's
few
rough.
hours it is. Let's see how it goes.
You guys are the best friends someone could ask. How long until Seltra suffers severe brain damage?
Suffer severe brain damage. I think that's already far past.
If Laurel is guiding it, you know, a little bit like a professional does, like whenever kids are walking or kids are riding the horse and they're just kind of walking the horse, then I'm not going to make you do any kind of check because it'd be kind of mean.
I'm gonna guide it. I'm not just gonna. Soldier's never ridden a horse before, and like he's tired, so I'm not just gonna get on up there. Good luck, and then just walk off. No, I'm gonna
Smack
guide
the
it.
horse on the. So just let it fly.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guide it.
All right. So you guide it, and do you give him instructions or anything as you do it, or you just kind of like enjoy, bitch, the hat?
I mean, yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
showing him. Well, not necessarily showing him. Like, talking through, like, how you want to balance on, like, how you want to balance, how you want to sit. But I mean, since I'm guiding, like, really just making sure he doesn't fall off and become one with the dirt is really my only concern right now.
Seltra is nodding along, kind of like fighting sleep.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
just let me know if you want me to get up there with you, okay?
I'm good.
Are you
I'm
sure?
good.
Okay. All right.
I don't think a quarter horse could hold both of you.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm just sort of staring as I'm saying that, like, oh god. I'm like, Seltra, do you want LFD to kind of make sure you don't fall off? He can kind of like hold you, or
Okay.
okay, all right, well, let's go. Gonna
All right.
gently start guiding it along, and let's see who wins that bet.
So it is mostly a grass flatland that you're going through in the first part of this day. So that's good news. The downside is somebody's about to roll a D100. Darren, I kind of want you to do it since you're the one who would suffer the most out of this.
Okay.
You can do it.
Where are you? Roll channel. 46.
A 46. All right. You can see there are a little bit of dark clouds very, very far in the distance that you're headed to the south. So you think there might be rain, but it doesn't look anywhere near you. So there is a bit of a cold draft here and there. But other than that, it is an absolutely beautiful morning. And as the afternoon kind of comes up, you come across this like a short hill that I say short hill. It's a few hundred feet of elevation, but it's a very wide elevation. So you're kind of going uphill for a little while, go back downhill for a little while. But that's going to represent the afternoon part of it. Who wants to roll that D100? And Seltra, you recover a level of exhaustion.
Yay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brittany.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'll roll.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it going to be a good day?
Is it a good day for who?
68. I almost forgot how to type 100.
Almost the funny number.
How do you make a 100? All right.
I want those numbers.
So 68, kind of the same thing as him. You notice in the distance this dark cloud, but again, it's very, very far in the distance. The bright side is, right after this hill, you do come across a beautiful lake. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the name of it because nobody here would fucking know it. But it is Lake Stimvelia, and it is beautiful in every fucking way. So it actually reflects the mountains off of its surface. Like one side of it is kind of shallow so that you can see grass coming up out of it. It's beautiful green grass. I mean, it's just so pretty here. The low mountains, the afternoon sun, this clear water. And as you pass it, I'm gonna go with Mavari first because, perception. But you do notice that there are fish in this water. Not a lot. And you can see most of the water. It does seem to get a bit deeper in the very middle. But, so, it's dark there. But otherwise, you can see it. There are fish in there. It does seem like there is life inside this water. But it's maybe a couple 100 feet across. So it's not too wide. Decently long, though. Probably about 400 or 500 feet. Y'all want to take a break here or anything? Enjoy the view?
Fish.
Yeah, Mavari points out the fish to Blautz.
Fish.
That actually sounds.
Spear
quite
out.
pleasant.
Good.
Fish time.
Yes. Would you guys like to stop and take a bit of a break?
Yes, because
Sure.
most of us have been walking.
Yeah, and
I
you're
go
only
get fish.
eating like once a day, twice sometimes. So that actually has detrimental effects. But it takes 3 days for that to set in. So it was about to actually hit Seltra and Tyr if you didn't stop to eat. Isn't that fun?
Right,
It's
then.
based on your constitution.
I think Tyr has a higher constitution than Mavari.
Oh, maybe it wasn't him then. Maybe it was you.
It's me and I think it's me and Seltra that have the bad constitutions.
Oh. I almost punished the wrong person, but it's fine. I would look before I did it.
I have a +1.
I also have a +1.
Oh, +2.
Oh,
So it was
whoops.
Tyr and Mavari then.
Yeah, it was Tyr, but Bar.
It was the casters. Anyways,
That makes
it's time
sense.
for fishing.
Not exactly surprising there.
Yeah, so if you want to fish, actually, does anybody want to join him? Because it's been a while since y'all saw a clear lake that wasn't a fucking swamp.
No, I would love to join Blautz.
I
Most-
absolutely love that mental image of hanging fishing wire off my spellcasting staff.
It's funny.
I'm going spearfishing.
Mavari's just gonna stand near the edge and point fish out to them.
Eltra's gonna float in the water.
She's definitely gonna have like her shoes off and her feet in the water, but she's not gonna fish.
Daniel
Alright.
will chill out right outside the water. He doesn't want to electrocute anybody.
I have
Anybody think a fireball might be good for fishing?
that.
Yeah, if you do
no,
that, you will
that's,
kill everyone.
that's a terrible idea.
Tyr, it's water.
It might spook the
But the
fish.
concussive force might.
I don't think that's what
Is it
the
'cause-
biggest port or fireball is. I think
Lightning bolt, that would work.
Mm.
You do that.
Do not be in the water.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Take the
Alright, so
javelin.
Gignella's is outside the water. Blautz is fishing. Seltra's floating in the water, just kind of floating by as everybody's doing this. Blautz is spearfishing. Laurel is real fishing. Tyr is staff fishing. And Mavari is standing there with her feet in the water pointing at shit. Get the fish!
Yeah, if they have to roll for fishing, it's essentially my way of giving the help action.
What's
Yes, ma'am.
what's Razmi up to?
So, Razmi has never fished. Razmi is from a land that loves fire, which is the enemy of water. She says, I am a firebender. I cannot do this. I'm kidding. I just want to do that to irritate Darren. So, Razmi is standing kind of like Mabari, but at the very end of it with her feet in the water, just letting it sink. And then she is writing down the movements of the fish and kind of looking at them and writing down like how close Seltra can get before they flicker off with their tail. Or maybe writing down the difference of Laurel and Tyr in the success they're having with what they're using and the distance. And Laurel, whenever you're like, Razmi, do you want to join? She just kind of smiles at you and says, no. And then keeps smiling for a second and then goes back to writing.
It's okay, all right. Well, I tried. Let's do some fishing.
Yes.
Fish time.
Laurel, Celtra, and Tyr. Please roll survival checks with advantage.
Wait, why is Celtra rolling?
Did I say Celtra? I meant to say Laurel,
Yes.
Blautz, and Tyr. Oh, fuck. Laurel, Blautz, and Tyr, please roll survival checks with advantage. Alright, Laurel, what'd you get?
25.
25. Blautz,
26.
of course. And Tyr.
21, surprisingly.
He uses
So
the
Tyr.
sleep staff.
Using knowledge, is able to do very well.
Wisdom. That's
It's
what survival
knowledge.
comes
Shut
off.
up.
So, Laurel, with a real fishing pole, has she ever really done fishing, like, for food?
Not quite. She usually brings like rations and stuff with her, but she's seen plenty of like other people fishing, so this is literally her mimicking what she saw.
That's fair.
You have stick, you have string, you have hook. You put bait on hook and you throw in water, and eventually something bites, and when you feel, you pull back and you get fish. Quite simple.
And this has been Fishing with Laurel. Blautz, you are spearfishing.
Yep.
I don't even know how to justify a 26 with spearfishing. Like, that's just lightning reflexes.
I mean, he is very dexterous as well.
Mavari, how are you pointing out these fish as they are just taking this time to enjoy themselves?
She's not super far from the shore, but with that really good passive perception, she just sees the ever slight glimpse of a fish, and she goes there, and then mostly pointing as quickly as she can to help everybody.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Oh, there's a
Yep.
fish right there.
Yeah.
I love how serene and peaceful it feels like Tyr and Laurel are. You know, holding aloft a rod, and then in the distance, ha, yeah.
It very much fits their personality, though.
Yeah.
Selstra, how you doing out there?
I'm good.
Are you like
Actually.
Are you like actually just like floating on the water, or are you just like
Yeah,
hovering
dude.
above the water?
No, he's floating on the water.
Okay, alrighty. I didn't know if you're just levitating above the water.
I mean,
Right.
Celtra was raised by the water.
Yeah.
I was born in it.
Molded by
Celtra needs to make a Bane mask now.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
So, with all the things that have happened in Celtra's life, do you know how long it's been since he actually got to enjoy being in the water?
It's been a minute.
Like, years?
It's been, I would say it's been about a year, all things considered.
Oh, that's not too bad. Alright, so how long do you guys want to hang out before you hit the road again?
I mean, did we? How much did we catch?
Well, you all caught a fish. Oh, I'm sorry, it depends on how long you want to stay there.
Hey, stay there for like an hour or two, just
Hour
Alright.
and a half would be a good amount of time for fishing.
yeah, fishing
It's very
and
specific.
eating a nice.
Sword cooked meal.
Yeah.
So since you all rolled really well, Blautz, Laurel, Tyr, roll a d6.
Oh damn. Oh
damn.
damn. Oh damn.
Damn.
Hmm?
Five.
5.
And a 6 for me.
That's a lot of fish.
Alrighty.
The way y'all said it, I thought you guys straight up all got sixes.
Well, I mean, 5 is pretty good,
It is.
but it was 5, 6.
Alright, so you guys catch a lot of damn fish. Possibly because all the other fishermen in the region, they're fucking dead.
It bees like that sometimes.
Indeed. So you could say you're cornering the market right now. But you actually, so you catch these like kind of red fish. They have white on their belly, white around the gills behind them a little bit, and then white really close to the tail. They have like golden orange fins at the tail, but otherwise they are very red tinted.
Oh, are these red bullets?
They are.
Ooh. Those are decently sized fish.
Ew.
Yeah, you haven't seen a lot of demons that go in the water. So, and a lot of the prey that would come into the water, a lot of the predators that would come into the water and fish or, fly down and fish, a lot of them have been missing. So, fish have had time to reproduce, grow, and live a happy life. Yeah, until you guys came. So you have 16 fish, which will last you many meals. So this is grand. And are you sword cooking these Blautz, or are you actually going to really cook them?
The sword's on fire. That's easy cooking.
All right.
Like,
Cook some
put up
fish.
some sticks above the sword to hold the spear that's holding the fish on it, and then just rotate it like a shawarma machine.
Huh. Okay.
Swarm machine.
I mean, you can do that while you ride Ganyel, if you want. If you want to cut your evening a little short, you can. If you don't want to, you can go a little into the night, but you know the results of that, so I'm going to leave that up to you. It is roughly 3:30 right now, as you're getting back on the road. Close to 4.
We have some time. We can keep going.
Yeah, alright. How long do you want to keep going?
Maybe
When the sun
till
starts
about
going down?
7:30, around like that time this time, because the whole night traveling thing is a little risky.
Yeah, 7:38.
Yeah.
It keeps getting later.
Only by 8 minutes.
Alright. So, who wants to roll for the evening?
I'll do it.
Like what else is doing?
It's a 26.
26.
Here
Dylan.
come those water monsters.
Dylan, will you roll a 1d10?
1d10. That's an awfully specific dice. That's a 5.
Roll a 1d100, please.
33.
Brittany,
Yes.
using Laurel, would you please roll a persuasion skill?
Persuasion?
Mhm.
Okay. A little out there, but all right, cool, no problem.
Mhm,
Oh wait, there we go. Oh really? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, 11.
11. Alright. So, as you guys kind of get into the evening a little bit here, and at this point it's probably around 6:30 to 7 when you come across an encampment. And you see it as you crest over a hill, because you're kind of getting into the mountain area now, and you're about to start passing in between mountains. So the land isn't even, and it's getting kind of rugged. And as you stand atop this hill, you see probably 13 large tents, with a very large one in the middle. And when I say very large, I mean probably 100 feet across. And you're standing there, and you might be trying to make it out, but then you see a cyclops come up next to you, kind of trying to sneak, but not doing very good. He's probably about 150 feet away. Laurel, you saw this fellow up close. This one is wearing plate, and it has a mace in its hand. And it's looking at you through a slit on its helmet. And you see it raises its hand a little bit, as on the right side of you, on the other side, another cyclops is coming around. This one has like a spiked mallet, and is wearing kind of more furs and leathers. And you might kind of think that the whole encampment is all cyclops. But in this moment, The one to your left is pretty calm. The one with the plate, the mace. The one to the right with the spiked mallet, not looking as calm. What would you like to do?
I will halt the party. Look over to the first Cyclops, the one that I spotted first. And then stare. Kind of remember that we may have a bit of a language barrier, but raise my hand, just non-threateningly. Say, I can see you. We're just passing through. Just sort of waiting.
Blautz, you also see them. You all see these guys. What are y'all doing while she says this?
I'll just wait. I don't have anything that'll really help us in this situation so long as it doesn't end up in a fight.
Cast comprehend language.
Mavar is gonna walk up behind Laurel and like touch her back and cast guidance.
I'm going to pat Laurel on the shoulder and cast Enhance Ability.
All right.
I feel very
Eagle
confident
Splendor,
right
you get Charisma buff. You
Tyr.
got this.
You hear the one on the left kind of yell out to the one on the right. It yells, "Not threat, let them pass." And the one on the right says, "Not much food. We need them. We have brothers and sisters who need to eat."
Hey, Laurel. The one on the left is signaling them to let us go. The other says that he needs food. We can drop off the excess fish.
That's a
It'll
good
keep
idea.
it from going bad.
Yeah, that's an excellent type. Who's holding the? I'm gonna like turn. Like who's holding the fish?
Probably Blautz.
Blautz,
He's got a hell of a spear.
give me all the fish.
Here you go. He will just
Alright.
hand her over the spear. Bring back
Alrighty.
the spear, please.
I will. I'll take the spear that has the fish on it, and I'll gesture and present the fish. I will start to slowly sort of walk towards the less threatening individual, and then I'll slide the fish off and present it like this is for you all.
It looks down at you, keeping its weapon at its side but in its hand. And you notice the other one still has its weapon out and more in a threatening posture. However, would you roll a persuasion with advantage with a d4?
Okay, alrighty.
Thanks to Mabari and Blautz.
Ooh, oh, that was a natural 20. That's a 32. But
Oh shit.
I might do better.
How?
Then a natural 20?
And a natural
Well-
4 on the D4.
Oh wow, no, that was maximum on the die. That was just a 30. Yeah.
No, with that roll, you can talk the king out of his crown.
I
Damn.
think I'd make a better leader. Hand it over your leash. All right, cool. Yeah, no, that's a 32. I can't get any better than that.
A 32. All right. So you hand it over, and it kind of holds out its hand. It's a very large hand. That's about the size of your whole torso. And you push it all over, and it scoops it up, and it kind of hooks its mace to its hand to hooks its mace to its waist so that it can use both hands to support all the fish. And Tyr, you hear the one on the right. He's like, "It's my favorite kind of fish. Ooh, what?
Give a,
Should we
Congrats.
invite
It
them?
seems like it's his favorite fish.
oh my goodness.
You guys want to eat?"
Is he asking us?
Yeah. The one with the plate on looks down at you, Laurel.
They're asking if we want to come and eat with them for the evening.
I mean, I think that's an okay idea. 'Cause, I mean, we'll have the protection through the night.
How far through the day are we?
I look up at the
Oh no,
He
I
it
said
was
what
like
time.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, I wanted to see who was paying attention.
six-ish.
It's like 6 o'clock-ish, according
Okay.
to a statement made.
If we
Seems a reasonable place to stop.
It really does. I mean, like, what would say the rest of you? I think it's a good idea. They seem friendly.
Enough.
Enough.
I mean, I don't necessarily see a problem with it.
Neither do I.
Staring at Mavari.
I'm
And if they
already
need
outvoted, so
All right. I'll nod and give a thumbs up.
I would like to know Mavari's opinion.
Mavari's at the opinion that this could go badly, but she doesn't trust anybody, so.
It's like, I knew she wouldn't like this idea. I was waiting for her to vocalize. I was actually surprised.
Everyone else says they like the idea. There's no point in me saying no.
I didn't say one way or the other. Uh-huh.
Tyr, it would still be 3 against 2, even if you also did not like the idea.
In the rod the whole night. We don't leave much outside, so it really doesn't seem too bad.
Should
See.
be okay. We'll see.
If not, we'll have to just defend ourselves.
Yep.
Well, unless Laurel wants to flirt with the cook again.
Okay.
Ooh. Probably not.
Probably not.
What is that? right.
Yes, lead the way.
All right, so the one on the right, who is now a fan of you, he kind of puts his maul away, that spiked maul. He puts it behind his back with a little leather strap that comes across his chest, and then he's like, "Come on!" And the one with plate armor looks down at you, Laurel, and they say, "We will protect you." And they lead you.
He says they'll protect us.
Fantastic. Give a thumbs up and a smile.
And they lead you to the very large tent. Inside there is where you actually see there are 23 different Cyclops. One of them...
Holy shit.
Yes. One of them has feathers around their neck with skulls, and it looks like human skulls. And they look puzzled as you come in, and they have furs and leathers on, no plate, no heavy weapons or anything, but you do see like a gnarled staff. And Tyr, you kind of recognize as they start speaking to themselves, even from a distance, that they are casting the exact same spell as you, comprehend languages. But as you guys walk through this tent, which there's no tables, there's just leather skins that are on the floor, furs, rocks every now and then that were placed down to kind of like makeshift tables and chairs, and that's what this big one is sitting on. There is, I want to say Laurel. Everybody except for Tyr and Blautz actually would recognize a few of the creatures that are alive in here. A while back you ran into abyssal bulls. Do you remember those?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you see a few of those, and it looks like their legs are cut off, so that they're just alive and sitting there with little nubs squirming. And some of the Cyclops are like poking them and laughing at them. And you can see chained up on one of the walls, which is more like a post inside this tent, behind this person with the feathers around their neck and the skulls, is a very large, 9 foot tall, kind of furry legs, furry back, furry arms, but like kind of a bull head with a mohawk and small feathery wings that are on its shoulder. Look way too small for its fat body. It has 2 tusks coming out the bottom of its chin, and also hooked up coming from under its mouth, and then 2 spikes, bone spikes coming out of its cheeks. Some kind of demon that is chained up there, and it looks like it has been beaten very badly, and it looks to be in and out of consciousness. So you guys walk up, and this very large, muscular Cyclops, probably it's about 17 feet tall, easily about 1,300 pounds, and you can see there's a little bit of purple around the eyes. painted on there with like crude paints. But as you walk up, they say in a very gruff voice, "Who are you?"
They cast comprehend language so they can understand what you're saying. Just go ahead and speak normally. And he's asking who you are, and I'll be translator.
Fantastic. We are travelers. We're passing through. Passing through. We're trying to get to Sparta. Staring, gauging, flinching.
Who, Sparta?
Who?
Who's Sparta?
Oh, it's more of a where.
City state.
Yeah, thank you. A city-state. It's more of a where than a who. We are going there for reasons. We're supposed to be speaking with some people there.
Speak. I am Ozas. I am leader of the giants. Me kill husband for place. Me leader now.
Oh, okay.
Very progressive.
Yeah, so they say that, and you're kind of looking her over, and you realize that it's not a large man. Those are not moobs. Those are boobs. She's a very hefty gal. And you
Well-
see a hint of a beard, so that's a little odd.
Well, it is an honor to be in your presence, Your Grace. What are you all doing out here?
We sleep here. We stay confined. Many threats. Weather big bad.
Bad weather. We haven't really come across any bad weather. Nothing terrible. Is it heading in a specific direction?
They kind of look around, and then they point in a direction, kind of almost randomly.
That way.
Is that the direction that we're going?
No,
No, okay, alright, cool.
they point
Oh,
west.
okay. So it's so what, like storms, hurricanes?
They look up like they're thinking real hard.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are just hanging out. Are you heading to a specific place, or this looks like an encampment? So
We stay here. You leader?
oh well, sort of look around.
Close
I'm like-
enough.
Close enough.
She points at Mavari.
You too, master. These your slaves. You use them for the romp, yes?
No. I don't know what that. I don't know what that means. No.
Ari is like stifling in like a chuckle, and she's got like her hand over her mouth, like, no, don't laugh.
No. These are my companions.
Many great leaders mate then kill to make sure they keep their leadership. Be proud.
Well, we operate a little differently.
I pat Seltra on the shoulder. It's okay.
What?
Sorry, I'm giggling. We operate a little bit differently in this group. It's more of an I guess a bit of an elected position.
You got to remember that everything she is saying is coming through Tyr,
Yeah.
through translating. So that's the best part, in my opinion.
Yes, between giggles, by the way.
It's a bit of an elected position. Not much mating or killing to be had. But I mean, whatever works for you.
She points at the demon behind her with like the little wings and the big belly and the tusk.
You're like him?
No. Not even close.
She looks at Blautz and then points at him.
You like him?
No. He shakes
No.
his head.
You're not human.
Well, sort of look at all of us. I'm like, I don't think.
Only slightly.
Only slightly. I'm only half.
She kind of looks like she's thinking. You leave him here? We use him?
Ooh.
Who's she pointing at?
Blautz.
Mavari has like crumbled into like a small position, like trying not to laugh really hard.
No, I go with Zeb.
Yes, no, he goes with us. Everyone here goes with us.
Oh, you work together?
Yes.
Why?
Oh,
Efficiency.
I was going to say friendship, but yeah, that too.
It's
She looks
usually
around.
safer to travel in groups, much like yourself.
We travel with our kind. You travel with many.
Well, it's dangerous out there, and kinda can't afford to be choosy sometimes.
You see one of-
chooses.
One of the bigger one picks up like a rock and looks at Blautz.
You a worshipper of Zeus?
No,
Well, alright.
he bastard.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's okay. You'll learn when you're older.
Oh, hell. Alright.
Yes, we're no, we travel together, we work together, we're friends.
You decide this?
We all decided it.
Which one, your mate?
She looks at Blautz.
He's sturdy.
Slowly raises his hands and points at Seltra.
Start. I'm just starting to turn like so red. I'm like, well, I mean, there's.
It's him.
It's.
It's hilarious. Everybody just kind of eyeballed Teltra.
You see this very large cyclops, like pat a smaller male cyclops on the shoulder.
I understand. Me like smaller men also easier to dominate.
And then she pats him on the shoulder and he just smiles.
I like it.
Help me.
I have this look between like just staring at Blautz, like why in the hell would you say that? And I'm gonna kill you when this is all over. I'm like, I mean,
Mavari is no longer able to contain her laughter.
We will talk
He's
about this
fun
later.
size.
Let's just go ahead and say what we need to, so they stop asking.
staring at Seldra.
You join us for dinner.
Oh, okay. This dinner.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
dinner. Thank you so much.
You see another cyclops walks in with a cask under each arm and then rolling another one in front of him with his feet.
Oh, good. Ale. Good decisions ahead of us, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
great
decision.
decision. Mavari, stop laughing. It's not funny.
That's a
Yes,
little
it
funny.
is.
Tears rolling down her eyes. Just crying. And then
Okay,
she
who's
looks at,
doing the cooking?
Mavari looks at Tyr and be like, "You weren't even considered."
I'm a thick-thin elf. Yeah, I'm not really surprised I got passed.
And I was ignored. So funny.
Compose yourself in front of these guests, in front of our esteemed guests, I say.
All right, who's
Red.
cooking? I'll help.
Sweating.
She, like, as the others are kind of like putting skins out and then bring in meat that you think might be the bull. Charred demon bull. She pulls Tyr and Laurel kind of aside and thinks she's whispering as she leans down to Laurel.
You borrow bed. You dominate. I cheer you on.
Oh no! You
I love being a
misconstrued.
translator sometimes.
You misconstrued. Tyr would kill you. It's all over. Misconstrued. No, he's. We don't. I haven't.
You're going to run off to his world. It's not that big a deal. Y'all have
Hey.
at it.
I mean, no, he doesn't. Dear, he doesn't know. I haven't said a word to him.
I'm pretty certain he knows.
The Cyclops raises her head, turns and looks at Sutra.
He knows.
Well, now he does. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'm pretty sure I can still hear Bavara just laughing in the distance. Stop laughing!
It okay. He not understand.
It's okay. He ain't
Not
gotta
yet.
understand.
You know what? Let's clear the air. I need, Seltra!
Huh?
Can you come privately? No one follow us. Seltra,
Hey, do you need comprehend language too?
I need to speak to your. Shut off. Go translate for someone else. Seltra, come here. I need to speak to you privately.
Okay.
One question: are you into exhibitionism?
Oh, I'm gonna drag Seltra out of the tent and away from you people. Oh, Seltra,
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. That was awkward. Staring at you, trying to gauge your expression.
Teltra is aware.
I will say you also notice that a couple of Cyclops are watching you with weapons, but they're keeping a distance.
Sorry, I don't think they can understand this. Look,
No privacy here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been
You
wanting.
didn't say anything weird. I mean, they did. For
Yeah,
you.
no,
But you
they
did.
They made it very, very weird. But I do like you more than just a friend. I do. You're really smart and you're very kind-hearted. And I love the little inventions and gadgets you make and all these little machines as you call them, and your world just seems so nice and you're so nice, and I really like you.
To be honest, it's a strange place to admit that, but I guess backed into a corner.
Yeah. It was that, or, lie to everyone, including myself.
Judging by everyone's reaction, I don't think you would have been able to get away with that one.
Not even close. So, better to just come out and say it. I really like you. And I guess the real question is, did I make this weird? If you don't feel the same way, I haven't really.
You didn't make it weird, everyone else made it weird.
Yeah.
But
You see this head poking out from under the tent. Fuck! Fuck!
Go away! We're having a moment!
Oh,
Shoot! You're ruining it! Shoot!
She goes over to you, Tyr.
she no like cheer.
but
No worries. Hey, who's doing the cooking? Let's get to cooking. I actually know how.
Damn it. But
I will not say it is not reciprocated. I do like you too. I'm just awkward and kind of a dork and haven't had to say anything like that before.
really?
I keep everything inside of a tiny bottle, and one day I'll die. So,
I tried keeping everything inside of a tiny bottle, and a werewolf came out. So,
do you think that'll happen to me?
I mean, the
Is that how
odds.
it happened? That's pretty crazy.
I mean, the odds of that happening have honestly grown exponentially, given the fact that you are now in the presence of of a werewolf.
Is it like contagious through touch?
No, it's contagious. Remember way back when I bit you?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that's how it's transmitted. So you don't have to worry about that anymore because Tyr was able to remove that curse.
I mean, you could always just bite me again. I don't think I don't have to worry about it so much as I don't have to worry about it from that one.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Ooh, he's into it.
It's not fun. It's not.
Congrats. He's in the fuzzies. He's a furry.
It's not. It's not a very
It's an
fun experience. Not to mention
It was an
according-
unknown fetish up until this time.
Dylan's with a shotgun. Let's kill Seltra.
Oh
Oh.
god. Well, apparently I may end up losing, my werewolfism if I decide to go back into your world. So I don't know if the same will happen to you, and I don't want to do that to you,
Make me not be aware? Or lose it if I go home?
You know, I'm not entirely certain anymore. But the point of the matter is, I like you just how you are. And I like you a lot. And I mean, we're not gonna, I mean, we don't have to, because that's really, I don't know how fast you want to take this relationship. But, you know, if you would like to maybe hold hands.
Engage in degenerate handhold.
I would love some degenerate hand holding. Maybe a degenerate kiss or two.
Let's not go too fast. Pump the brakes.
This
Oh.
large green cyclops, about 8 feet tall, very broad, leather with metal shin guards and a shoulder pad and a large maul in his hand, says, "No PDA." I think he's walking by.
I don't even have a PDA.
I don't have Tyr with me. I have no idea what this man is saying.
I don't either, so
And then
he just said loud words and giant.
I know I just shouted something at us.
You know what? Let's talk about this later. We can continue this conversation later, but you know, just know, me too.
That makes me feel great because I thought that, you know, we were just friends.
You know, I'm just a dork.
Yeah, no, you are a dork. But, you know,
Such a...
that's why I like you.
As you laugh and look around, you see a lot of cyclops are staring, and like the tent flaps are pulled back, and they're just staring.
Can I help you?
They smile,
Hey,
give you a thumbs up.
Hey, shoo! Just start waving my arm. Shoo! Go away. There's no privacy here. Look, let's go in. Let's eat dinner, and maybe if we have one more night at the party house, we can sort this out without all of these eyes. Very large, large eyes.
Cyclopsian eyes.
Yes. Then I hold your hand.
As they walk into the leader, she leans down to you, and she says,
He gonna get real dominated night.
Yeah, they're adorably awkward, aren't they?
Look at Tyr.
Okay.
You did this.
You did this. You did.
Blame yourself.
In about a year from now, you'll be laughing at a tavern somewhere about this. Fuck it.
Yeah, laughing. I'm gonna kill you.
Remember that wizard we killed because he
When did we
talked us into having sex and we had such a great life and oh shit, yeah. Oh,
into a
we
blind
probably ought not have
rage?
killed him then.
Good times, good times.
He's dead now. Forever.
on that note, a very short and fat Cyclops walks in with meat piled up in his arms, cooked meat, and he has a very long white beard, a bald head, just the one eye, but it's like a pretty blue. He is probably about 7 feet tall, but about 5.5 feet round, and he is very just short and stubby, and he drops it all like on the skins that are on the floor, like the furs, and he just looks around and Tyr. How long does comprehend languages last?
An hour, but
Okay.
I have several castings to go if necessary.
That's fair. Okay, so you're good all night. We'll just say that. As he does that, he just goes, "Food," and they all run over, and one of them stops, and they kind of gesture at you guys, and you hear her stand and go,
Guest first.
Oh, if you don't mind, I plan on cooking it for them. It's easier in our digestion. Different species and all.
Easier on your digestion. I could eat darn near anything. And hey, go.
Well,
It's
go
cooked,
right
but-
ahead.
It's cooked, but it looks like it's boiled meat. So the seasoning and the fineness of fine dining is not there. But it's cooked meat.
It's cooked meat.
Delicious. Take it.
Huh? Let's get it then.
Take some. Ah,
Yeah, the werewolf inside the well is probably a little happy here. It is roughly about 30 pounds of meat.
yeah.
Celestial will eat very little of it because it's heavy. He's got a delicate stomach.
As you finally eat, you do see the one that had the spiked maw earlier sucking on one of the fish. And he'll like suck all the meat off of it and then smile. He just looks at you.
Boiled animal.
Yes.
It could use some chives, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it could use some seasoning, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna complain. I'm freaking starving.
Mavari,
Yeah.
one of the smaller cyclops. He's roughly about 7.5 feet tall, not too stocky, and he has like a rock with a handle tied to it, and he has like this large red eye, and he walks over and like holds out probably about roughly 1.5 pounds of cooked meat just in his palm, and he holds it out to you.
Oh. Thanks. And she'll take like a small bit of it.
He just like frowns and then stands there awkwardly, just holding it up the whole time.
And she like takes the smallest bite of the food and is like, good.
It's not.
He looks puzzled, so he just sits down but keeps holding the food out and doesn't move.
Oh, I couldn't eat anymore.
This is the first time Avara's eaten food somebody else is.
I know, right? I'm just staring. Now it's my turn to stifle left.
No. Thank you. No more.
He just stares at you, unable to understand what the fuck you're saying.
Tyr,
Eat! Eat!
What's up? He
Please
ain't
tell
saying
us-
anything. I can't translate.
please tell this gentleman I don't want any more food.
Hey, if you will, she's not interested in the food. Let your buddy know there. I don't speak his language.
He looks at you, confused, looks at the food, and you hear him go, "Bad food." And then he takes it and like runs out of the tent with it.
What did he say?
Bad food? I think he was hurt that you thought his food was bad or something.
Oh, okay.
The leader looks
I
at
was
you,
a-
Tyr.
How dare you?
Story! Tell us a story.
That I
Where
can
do you come from? Y'all fight many beasts?
We do. And I start telling for probably the next hour on our thrilling, daring do as we go across the land trying to save the lands for the Titans.
She doesn't seem to understand what a titan is, but she translates to her people
As
as you did
deities.
with yours. She seems to
I-
despise the word deity.
For those we follow.
All right.
But it's not the first time I've told stories that worked out pretty good. Do I need to roll anything?
Nah. They're pretty simple people. They don't have silverware or cups. They just kind of pass around these flasks of some kind of brew. Would anybody like to drink?
Nope.
Alrighty then.
I'll sniff it first.
All right. It
Sure.
smells strongly fermented. Like maybe it was stockpiled somewhere for a while and they just found it.
It's in
You know-
barrels. They didn't make that. It should be
Yeah.
safe. I'll try some.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll drink. I don't want to be rude.
I don't want to presume here, but does Tyr like the finer tasting things?
Elf. Yes.
So it's a little bitter, but you can tell that it had sweetness to it and was probably just kept in the cask for too long. But it's
Most alcohol
decent.
gets better as it ages.
It's
Depends
sour.
on what it is.
That's a long time.
There's a kind of period where it's perfect, and this is a few weeks past the perfect.
A
Exactly.
little rough around the edges.
Tastes well better than water.
All right. So,
What kind of water are you drinking if it's just that tastes better?
I was about to ask the same thing.
I'm not fond of water. I prefer moon dew.
What is,
Fuck.
Universe juice?
what is moon dew?
Sounds like some sort of space drink.
It might be a family blend.
Yeah, is it some sort of alcoholic beverage, or is it like a juice, or?
It's similar to wine with a lot of lack of a better description. It's really kind of hard to explain, actually, if you haven't tried it before.
Your whole world is hard to explain, and I want to go there.
Actually, it's really simple, but that's coming from someone who lives here.
You have like this suspicious look on my face. Well, now I want to try it.
all right. So, Laurel and Tyr taste the beverage, and everybody eats. Are y'all sleeping in the rod or sleeping in the camp? You seem welcome with a critical and above a 30.
Well, part of me feels it could be a little rude if we slept in the rod. I mean, they did welcome us to stay with them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there what's the capacity of the rod?
We cannot fit all.
Not
these people
that.
in the rod.
12.
Oh, 12. Well, that'd be a few. We could offer a few places, and I know what the Pantheon looks like.
I don't think I don't know. I'm kind of picking up the vibe that they don't particularly care for this world's pantheon.
That's a mood.
Yeah.
We could just sleep out. Haven't done it in a bit.
Yeah.
And we've got some serious guardians.
Yeah, totally. Just don't know as far as the privacy thing is concerned. I just don't know if
That's on you.
we're not gonna.
What? Not into public displays of affection?
I mean,
You say it, Green
It's weird.
Cyclops again,
It's a
kind of
hero
leaning
thing.
around somebody. No PDA.
no, I don't even know what that means.
Public displays of affection. Blautz will lift up and yell, "This is my best friend!"
Oh.
What an interpretation of that. Wow, it's fantastic.
What else would it mean?
Thanks. I didn't figure out what that meant, actually.
Did you ask what else it could mean?
Yeah, what else would it mean?
I just figured I was having a problem with the translation spell.
Yeah, no. Look. Enough of that. All right. Look, me and Seltra have figured it out. So just kind of back off. Let us figure this out, okay? Oh, yeah, now you're silent. I got no jokes. Good. Just.
No, we're
listen.
just giggling softly.
I'm
Just-
pretty sure the tent offer is still up.
Just be easy. Getting a little late. Think I feel a little tired. Whatever it was in that brew is kind of starting to get to me. So just
Watch
ease
out,
up,
Seltra.
back off.
It's okay. Y'all can go sneak off.
We're not gonna sneak. I look at Seltra.
Listen, every time you respond, they're more likely going to make fun of you. Just quit replying.
Yes.
Yeah. Pipe down, and I just start finishing off my meal, looking just mildly irritated.
And I break off into a drinking song.
All right.
And I will
So-
skulk off to go find somewhere quiet to sleep with Ginyel.
Alrighty. So you want to sleep in a tent or under the moonlight?
Oh
Moonlight.
shit!
Sounds
Alright.
fun.
What kind of moonlight?
Hey, you're inside the tent. How dare you? I'm talking to Blautz.
I was
Yeah,
outside
how-
the tent at one time.
How pretty is this moonlight? Is it like, fully
It's
beautiful, or is it only
A
a...
beautiful full moon, brighting the land around you, making everything just.
Oh,
you can
fuck.
see the shadows in the distance, the hills, and the trees.
Laurel!
You are inside the tent. This is between me and Blautz.
Let's.
Oh, fuck.
So where do you want to sleep, buddy?
Staring right at the moon. He's just gonna slink back into the tent, eyes wide.
I go running to Laurel.
Tyr, you don't know anything.
This happened last time.
Laurel, I think
has
we
happened
need to take
before.
a step outside.
What?
Take a step outside with me for a second.
Taryn, I'm just like, I'm eating. Why?
Your food can wait.
Okay, fine, but this better be good.
He's being kind of pushy. Laurel, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh, okay, alright.
Remember not to add your charisma.
Huh?
Remember not to add your charisma, because that's a aura thing.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just a... Be good. Please be good. Damn. Natural 1. For a 3.
So I don't know about you, but I think something that would make the top of my list of things you hate to see is when a werewolf on a full moon is being interrupted during a meal. So I want to take this time to tell you exactly what that natural 1 was for. So let's go over it. She has a disposition in her stat block called Hunger of the Full Moon. Here's exactly what it says. During a full moon, from dusk till dawn, Laurel is compelled to take her primal hybrid form. She must succeed on a DC 18 wisdom saving throw or succumb fully to their animal instincts, attacking any creature that it finds. A known ally of Laurel's can attempt a DC 20 charisma persuasion check to remind Laurel that they are allies. I brought this up a few times. I never thought it would come through on a natural 1. Oh boy, are we gonna have some fun. So I am looking forward to seeing how Brittany portrays this rage monster of primal instincts and ferocity. I hope that you are just as excited to see how Brittany roleplays one of the most dangerous and angry creatures that this party has ever ran into. I hope you're excited for it, because I surely enjoy seeing a rage monster with a natural 1. Well, you know when we're gonna find out next week.